He's one of those musicians I am a musician. That's what I am. And he's from the church. You know, his mama is a pastor, and he plays at church. You know, and he's just a musician. This is what I do. If I put out an album, cool. You know, but this is just what he does. You know, and he's not a big fan of rushing anything, as you know. So
2025 has truly been a heartbreaking year for the music world, with fans mourning the sudden passing of R&B legend D'Angelo, who, according to his family, had been privately battling illness for some time. In a heartfelt statement, they described him as a courageous fighter and asked for privacy as they grieved, while encouraging fans to celebrate the timeless music and legacy he left behind. His death comes just months after the loss of singer Angie Stone, which has left many fans emotional and reflecting on the impact both artists made on soul and R&B. Despite the pain and speculation online, the world continues to honor D'Angelo for his artistry, his unforgettable voice, and the powerful songs that defined a generation and will live on forever.
I never get it. At least you heard it from me, because I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me. I knew it was a spiritual attack on me. However, I was treated, and God healed me, cleared up.
The whole situation surrounding Angie Stone's passing has left many deeply unsettled, especially since she had openly suggested before her death that she was under some kind of spiritual and targeted attack. In one of her final online rants, Angie warned fans to side-eye certain people if anything ever happened to her. A chilling statement that now feels hauntingly prophetic. Just days after speaking out against alleged corruption and spiritual manipulation within the industry, she was involved in a horrific 4 a.m. car crash while returning from a show. Reports claimed her vehicle flipped multiple times, and though she initially survived the impact, a second collision from an oncoming truck sealed her fate. To many, the entire sequence of events feels far too calculated to be coincidence, fueling speculation that her death was no ordinary accident, but part of a darker plot.
How much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be. I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part.
The circumstances surrounding Angie Stone and D'Angelo's deaths have left fans heartbroken, confused, and suspicious. Out of all the 8 passengers in Angie's car, she was the only one who died, which immediately raised red flags. Many people believe this was no random accident, but a targeted hit, especially since Angie herself had warned the public that if anything ever happened to her, a certain group of people in the industry should be held responsible. Before her death, she had publicly accused some record label executives of stealing millions from her and using spiritual or voodoo practices to keep her quiet and disoriented. She was furious, threatening to expose them and take legal action. But just days later, her car crashed, and what's eerier is that witnesses claimed a mysterious truck appeared out of nowhere and struck her vehicle again after the initial accident, as if to finish the job. After Angie's passing, sources say D'Angelo was deeply shaken. Despite their past relationship troubles, they had reconciled for the sake of their son, and she had reportedly come to him shortly before her death to share the names of the people she believed were plotting against her. D'Angelo allegedly became paranoid and started feeling like he, too, was being spiritually attacked. This led him to reach out to Erykah Badu, who is known for her deep involvement in spirituality, crystals, and energy work. According to insiders, D'Angelo asked her for spiritual protection. But whatever rituals or prayers were done didn't seem to help, because not long after, he was gone too, his family claiming it was pancreatic cancer, while others insisted there was something much darker at play. Erykah, who had been spiritually and emotionally close to D'Angelo for years, especially after their collaboration on Your Precious Love, was said to be devastated. People who know her claim she blames herself for not being able to shield him, especially since she reportedly believed evil forces in the industry were after him. Fans online have been drawing connections between Angie's suspicious death and D'Angelo's sudden passing, suggesting that both were victims of a larger spiritual or even ritualistic scheme meant to silence artists who had seen or known too much. Their son, Michael Archer Jr., broke his silence with a heartfelt statement expressing how unbearable it's been to lose both parents just 4 months apart. He said he's trying to stay strong, holding on to the lessons of strength and love his parents instilled in him. Fans flooded social media with support, prayers, and outraged some calling for investigations, others warning Erykah Badu to watch her back because if these spiritual hits are real, she might be next. Many online users pointed out that these deaths feel like part of a pattern in the music industry, where outspoken or spiritually aware artists mysteriously die soon after speaking out. Whether people believe in spiritual warfare or not, one thing's for sure, the deaths of Angie Stone and D'Angelo have left behind a haunting cloud of unanswered questions. Eerie coincidences and a grieving son caught in the middle of a story that feels more like a dark movie than real life.